Now, this is just the latest in a long string of rocket and drone attacks against Saudi Arabia's oil facilities. On May 14, Yemeni rebel drone attacks forced Saudi Arabia to temporarily shut its main cross-country oil link, highlighting risks to crude exports from the Persian Gulf as the US efforts to eliminate Iran's oil imports inflame regional tensions. The Houthi fighters were also blamed for drone attacks on the Shaiba natural gas liquefaction facility that took place on August 17. Now, the growing attacks underscore how Saudi infrastructure, including oil installations, are increasingly vulnerable to rebel attacks 4 years after a Saudi-led coalition launched a military intervention in Yemen. Now, following the attack on Saudi Aramco, it has been estimated that it will impact 5 million barrels per day of oil production, which is almost half the kingdom's current output. Saudi Aramco, which is the world's largest oil facility, has crude oil processing capacity of more than 7 million barrels per day. So what does this mean for Saudi's oil production deals with India? Well, India has signed a proposal of 60 million tons a year refinery cum petrochemical joint venture, which is a mega project with Saudi Aramco and the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. Another deal which is still in the pipeline is between Saudi Aramco and Reliance Industries, according to which Aramco will acquire 20% stake in Reliance's oil-to-chemical business at an enterprise value of $75 billion oil-to-chemicals division. While there has been much hype in India about the two projects involving Saudi Aramco, the Saudi side has, however, been reticent. And following the latest drone fires, Indian projects with Saudi Aramco in the pipeline might also be affected. In other news now, in fact, it has been one more defeat for Pakistan. Its soldiers were forced to raise white flags as the Indian army retaliated to its ceasefire violations. The visuals on your screen are from the Hajipur sector near the line of control. Pakistani soldiers can be seen raising the white flag in order to retrieve bodies of two soldiers killed in cross-border firing. A ceasefire violation by Pakistani troops had happened on September 11th. At first, the Pakistanis tried retrieving the bodies by intensifying gunfire, but came out unsuccessful in their attempts. The Pakistani army was left with no other option but to raise a white flag. Taking the moral high ground, the Indian army too permitted the Pak soldiers to take back their compatriots. In the meanwhile, Pakistani propaganda machine continues to peddle lies as its Air Force has released a video claiming their victory in the February 27th aerial dogfight between India and Pakistan. This video allegedly has minute-by-minute engagements of the aerial combat between India and Pakistan. Well, the PAF's claim of downing an Indian Sukhoi 30 and MiG-21 Bison fighter jets. Pakistan has also built a memorial at the Sargodha Air Base, claiming that the memorial has actual wings of the Indian aircraft. In the meanwhile, the Ministry of External Affairs has slammed Pakistan for the memorial, calling it a lie, deceit and deception cast in stone. Now, this is not the first time that Pakistan's fake news factory has tried to influence its own people. There have been several attempts claiming fake victories by Pakistan, such as in the war of 1965, 1971 and 1999. The Indian Air Force has, however, always stood its ground, calling Pakistan claims of their victory in the February 27th aerial combat a lie. Days ahead of the UNGA, this can be seen as a maneuver by Pakistan to deflect and create a false narrative. While Pakistan's never-ending denial mode is no surprise, the nation is surviving on its propaganda machinery, with its economy woes going from bad to worse. And it's just a ploy to divert attention from the real issues.